Namaste. My name is Aditi and welcome to HomeYogi. Are you storing emotions in your hips? In today's video, we will be exploring the link between hips and emotions. Of course, each body is different, where someone holds stress in their body in different areas. But today, we will be focusing on hips, which is commonly known as the body's emotional junk drawer. I will also be showcasing 5 simple poses that you can practice at home if you have tight hips. So let's get started. Fire hydrants. Come to a tabletop position. Make sure that your wrists are underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Keeping the knee bent, lift your right knee off the ground and start to make small circles from the right hip. Gradually, move from smaller to bigger circles and switch directions after 6 deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and switch. Seated twist or half spinal twist, also known as Ardha Matsyendrasana. Sit with your legs stretched in front of you. For tight hips, you can modify by sitting on the edge of a folded blanket or a bolster. Bend your left leg and place the foot flat on the floor just outside of your right knee. Now you have the option to bend your right leg and bring the heel near the left buttocks, or keep your right leg straight. Bring your left fingertips to the floor about a foot behind you and gently push into the floor to lengthen your spine. Reach your right arm up with an inhale and bend your right arm with an exhale. Press the elbow against the left knee and come to a twist to the left. If it speaks to you, gaze over your left shoulder. Hold the pose and take slow, deep breaths. We'll hold the pose here for 5 breaths. Untwist with an inhale and change sides. Bridge pose, also known as Setu Bandhasana. Lie on your back, bend your knees, and bring your feet hip-width apart. Try and bring your feet as close to your hips as much as possible. Rest your arms by your side with your palms facing down. With an inhale, push into your feet to lift your hips. Reach your chest towards your chin. Here, you have the option of either keeping your arms flat on the floor by your side, or clasp your hands underneath you and bring your shoulder blades together. We will hold the pose here for 5 slow, deep breaths. After your 5th breath, unclasp your hands, then exhale to lower all the way down to the mat. As a counter pose, you can windshield wiper your knees or bring your knees to the chest. Supine pigeon pose, also known as Supta Kapotasana. Lie on your back, bend your knees, and place your feet flat and hip width apart. Bring your right ankle to your outer left thigh, just below your left knee. Thread your right arm through your legs. Interlace your fingers around your left thigh and flex your feet. Gently pull your left thigh towards your torso with an exhale. Hold this pose and take slow, deep breaths. We're going to be here for 5 breaths. After your 5th breath, release with an inhale and change sides. Mountain pose or Tadasana with a block. Stand with your feet hip width apart and allow your arms to hang by your sides, palms facing in. Reach the crown of your head towards the sky and point your tailbone towards the floor. Widen across your collarbones and relax your shoulders downwards. Place a block between your thighs and squeeze it. As you press your thighs into the block, also use them to press the block slightly back. Try not to move your legs or hips. Take deep breaths and try to relax the mind. We will be in this pose for 5 deep breaths. So, let us briefly explore the link between emotions and hip. But before we do that, we need to understand some basic anatomy. So, where is the hip located? The hip is located on either side of your pelvis. Which is the main muscle that determines whether your hips are tight or not? The main muscle is the psoas muscle, which is a deep muscle group located in the front of your inner hip. When a person is under any kind of emotional or mental stress, the psoas muscle responds by tightening. So tighter the hips, less the mobility the body has. It could very well be that the trauma has surpassed, but there's still lingering effects of the stress that the hip is bearing. I hope you found this video helpful. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel, HomeYogi. We will see you next week on the mat. Till then, stay safe and stay happy. Dhanyavad.